Hi guys, George here from Zero Period Productions, and today on Skyrim Saturday Mods, we're leaving the cold, wintry lands of Skyrim and venturing into the Reach, in Hestra's Nest by the Arcane University team. The Arcane University was founded by the Beyond Skyrim team as a way to create modding classes for aspiring mod authors, giving the Beyond Skyrim team a chance to share what they know about Skyrim, the creation kit, and so on. Hestra's Nest acts as the first official release from the university. Think of this as a proof of concept of what is being taught, and the skills that these new authors have learned so far. The mod allows for players to travel to a new valley, beyond the Druidak Mountains. This new world space features a small village, with some voice acting, and some NPCs using VA synth, and a slew of new locations, including a new dwarven ruin. To get started, you'll need to encounter two new NPCs, as they are seen leaving the city of Markarth.
Why do we do this every year? Even my blisters have blisters by now.
Stop complaining. It's bathing season in Stonetush in 3 weeks.
Bathing
If we want
season?
to win that Miss Hammerfell contest, we need to look our best.
Oh.
Wait, does that mean we need to go through that pass again to reach Hammerfell? Please don't say we do.
Because of all that world surrounding Ulfric, we do. Not one of my many skills could convince the captain guarding the southern border to let us through.
Well,
There should
I'm
be someone in
persuasive.
that old inn that can show us how to get to Stonetush. I heard he was able to get past those maniacs.
search Old Trollden for a way to Hammerfell. I want to hear more about, Miss Hammerfell.
Hiking through Skyrim wearing all this armor is exhausting.
Tell me about it.
My, what a sight. You've been through Skyrim a lot, have you?
Yeah, you know, like 10 years worth. Just, barely worth mentioning, I suppose. Oh, here we go. Way to Hammerfell. Caramelius Vanillianus? I'm already on my way to Hammerfell. I ate too many sweet rolls, so I need some extra intense exercise to reach Stonetush with a proper body fit for the beaches. A detour to Arcinium should do the trick. Since you two want to go to Stonetush directly, you will need to get through those maniacs at Hestra's Nest. They're friendly, so you don't need to use your good looks to get past them. But by Morwa's arms, don't get involved in their antics. The hidden entrance to their settlement is southwest of Pure Water Run, where I gave you those swimming lessons. I'll be waiting you two in Stonetush. So long, suckers. Alright. One thing I do want to note is that on the mod page it is listed as a humorous mod, so it's not necessarily intended to be super serious. But I think that makes sense. If this is a standalone mod, if this is just kind of, at least partially meant as a way to kind of test their skills, to show off what they learned, then why not just have fun with it? Why feel like you have to make it something serious? It's like, no, let's just do something a little more out there, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek. Let's talk about maniacs, let's talk about the Miss Hammerfell contest. Why the hell not, right? So just past Pure Water Run, we have this new location. Uh-oh. Oh, just Forsworn? That's no big deal. Although I know we have a few Forsworn that we'll have to deal with once we get to Hestra's Nest. I also have a strong feeling I'm never gonna get to see Stonetush or, the Miss Hammerfell contest. That's how they hooked me, that's how they got me into this. And now I'm worried I'll never see them. Also, I like how they said, don't get involved in their antics, and I'm immediately going, I will get involved. That's where all the quests are. There's 3 of them. That's 3 antics for me to get involved in. If you think I'm not going to get involved, you don't know me very well, now do you? Just looking around. I like this cave. I like that it's a little bit more of a... And granted, I just stepped into it, but it seems like a pretty decent length pass from Skyrim to Hammerfell, which makes sense. I wouldn't want it to just be this 5-foot-long cave, and it's like, oh, hey, you're here in Hammerfell. I feel like that would be too short. Sell me a little bit on the length. Make me feel like I am going on a journey here. So there's the exit. Yeah, the cave isn't necessarily too large, but once again, I just think that's ultimately for the best. It's already a good balance of, okay, it's not just walk 5 feet, get into Hammerfell, but it's not an Odyssey either. Oh god, I went the wrong way. Sorry, ignore me, it's okay. Didn't really see much in terms of loot, though. We had a couple Spriggans, the one troll, so pretty normal dungeon, but that's also completely fine. I know that there is new music for the mod. I already hear it. That's exciting for me. The fact that a lot of different departments essentially got to participate in this. Voice acting, music, level design, quest implementation. Means everyone gets to kind of like show their stuff. Everyone gets to show what they've learned so far. Another thing to note is that this will not be part of like the official Beyond Skyrim releases, since this is essentially a proof of concept mod. Okay, so we have our little valley right here. The kind of world space map isn't necessarily anything crazy, but we have a custom world space map, so that already is good. There's still plenty of new world mods that come out that don't have a new world space map. So I appreciate that. If the team was willing to release this soundtrack as a standalone release, I would be very happy, because I've heard one song so far, but I'm already impressed. I see the ruins. I see the settlement over there. Yeah, right now I'm pretty happy with this. Right now I'm liking this. Back to Markarth, back to Whiterun. Giants, I see they have their cow. I'm gonna try not to bother them. I'm just gonna leave them be. Mainly I want to get to the settlement. I hear they're friendly, even if they're a little, odd. Odd's fine. If anything, I fit right in with odd. Because the settlement's further west, but we have a ruined home over here. Ruined rubble. Discovered. Ooh, more music. Makes me happy. Oh. Analia Reach.
I never forget a face. You must be new.
I am. Just got here. What brings you to Hestra's Nest and this ruined house right here?
I was sent by the Guild of Historians to update our records, but our work in the Reach is new and the people have not heard of us. More importantly, they do not work with us, and it is making my life difficult indeed. Fortunately, Gorloch humors me and my questions.
So this is one of the NPCs that has VA synth. In case you couldn't tell, who's Gorloch?
My campmate. He's a Forsworn. I'm not sure who they are yet, but Gorloch says he's one of them, and he's lovely, so they must be nice people.
Not so much.
I am indeed. You are talking to a true Dunmurray historian, fresh out of training and happy. I'm more than happy to serve. There is no nobler profession than remembering the epic feats of those who came before.
Where did you study?
Oh, where did I study? Just some far-flung place back in Morrowind, a smaller college. You probably wouldn't have heard of it.
Alright, college hipster, I get it. You're right, I wouldn't have heard of it.
Unlikely, but I sure do know my stuff. Ask me anything about the Reach, anything.
Have you ever been beyond Reach? Would I have heard of any of your works?
No, at present the Guild has no works published in or around the Reach, nor in any Tungus commonly spoken here.
No Tungus, huh? Well, I have questions about the Reach.
Then allow me to answer them. Fire away.
What is the Reach?
Actually, it is a territory inhabited by magic-wielding, Daedra-worshipping savages, otherwise known as the Reachmen. They are described as primitive folk, trouble, aggressive, and culturally stunted.
Ooh.
A far cry from their Nordic and Breton peers.
Damn,
The
alright.
people, the Forsworn, they do worship the Daedra, Malakath, Molagbal, Namira, but they are not savages, not to me anyway.
Well, you seem troubled.
I suppose, honestly, it's my first time away from the guild. I don't really know what to make of everything. I'm walking over hills and through valleys and talking to people I've heard all about, but there's so much left uncaptured by words. Who knows, maybe one day, when we're dead and gone, there will be somebody out there wondering who we really were.
Who are the Forsworn?
I don't actually know. The
Oh.
guild's archives are a quarter century out of date, and the Forsworn are relatively recent development. You'll want to talk to Gorluch about this stuff. He's my campmate and a Forsworn fighter. I'm sure he'll help. He answers all of my questions. I know they emerged after Ulfric Stormcloak's seizure of Markarth in 4th Era, 176, following King Midenech's abdication. Their people have been fighting for the return of their land ever since.
Alright. I mean, I know there's a little bit more you can answer, but...
I don't think I'll forget you in a hurry.
Oh, well, thank you. Oh, I was hoping he would be here. Ooh, new mug. Look at that. That is fancy. Yeah, I did just drop it on my head. Oh, that is nice. The shine on the metal bands, the detailing in the wood. I approve. I'm not gonna steal it. Hopefully I can actually get one legitimately later on. Alright, on to the city then. Well, not so much city as in settlement, but it is the only settlement of Hestra's Nest. Oh, is this Gorlock right up here? Yes, it is.
What do you want? Come to hear an old man's ramblings, or are you interested in the worship of the Lady of Decay?
Oh no. Namira, huh? You're a worshipper of Namira?
Yes, I am. I've been her servant since my days of the rebellion when we would be covered with the gore of battle. All it took us was drinking the blood of our enemies and eating their flesh.
Oh, that's all it took?
Certainly worked. Our enemies ran screaming back to their mothers.
Yeah, I don't blame
The
him.
only thing that kept us from finally taking back our rightful lands was that damned Ulfric.
What brings you to Hestra's Nest? And he just spits at me and says, I've always lived here, or this is our land, or something to that extent.
What brings me to Hestra's Nest? My people own these lands. We're the rightful rulers of the Reach.
Yep.
I was born here and I will die here, a proud and free Forsworn.
I don't know why, but there's something about hearing the VA synth where I just want a mod to voice every character, but using like Microsoft Mike, Microsoft Sam, stuff like that. And just acknowledge it, just go with it and say, no, this is voice act. It's like, no, it's perfectly fine, it sounds great, and it's just every character voiced by Microsoft Mike and Microsoft Sam. Now I'm just thinking about, in case anyone else ever watched the old Arby and the Chief series on Machinima. And honestly, yes, I'd be fine with that just becoming a Skyrim mod somehow.
Ah, you wish to learn about the Mistress of Decay? She is the goddess of ultimate darkness. She watches all acts of evil and cherishes them. Her worshippers perform rituals of cannibalism, and in turn she brings us her favor. Don't worry about me, though. I haven't eaten anyone for a good few months.
No, are you not getting hungry? I've never eaten a person before, but I wonder if I would. If I had to, I would.
I remember what it was like before I first indulged.
I
In the
would not,
life
I'm
of a
just
warrior, you are
humoring
constantly
him.
surrounded by death. Just one bite, you say it first, then you're picking meat off of the bone.
Okay, you're
A
a
word of
little too
advice,
happy.
head to Markarth if you should ever find yourselves giving into temptation.
Yeah. I would not actually eat anyone. I'm trying not to get on his bad side. You're not fond of Ulfric, I take it.
Not fond of him is putting it very lightly.
Yeah.
If I had my way with him, I'd lash him to a post where beetles feast on his flesh and dogs tear open his stomach. His flesh is not even worth serving on a platter, so no, I'm not fond of Ulfric.
Man, that's how you know you really hate someone. I wouldn't even eat them. What about that, dark elf over there?
Look, I'm no fool. I know that she's a complete idiot.
Okay,
It's no
good.
secret that the Dark Elf can't read as much as she might try. I'll let
Okay.
her learn what she wants from me, though, since at least she shows a bit of respect for the cause. And who knows, if she wastes my time, she might just happen to be a good meal someday.
Alright. You're fun. Have you heard that Madanak has been freed from Sidna Mine?
Yes, I have. It has been a great thing for our cause. Madanach is a beacon of freedom for all Forsworn.
I was one of the people who helped him bust out of Markarth on this save that I downloaded from the Nexus.
Then I suppose I, along with all Forsworn, am in your debt.
Well, they still attack me, so, you know.
The Nords.
Nords. Oh. Yeah, there's something about just hearing the VA synth where... I guess because I knew there would be a VA synth for the mod, where I'm like, alright, I was expecting it, so it's almost... something that adds on to the humor. That also makes sense that the Dark Elf can't read, because she's like, oh, I went to a college in Morrowind. You wouldn't have heard of it. It's a small college. So that does make sense now that I think about it. She didn't necessarily sound the smartest. Like, oh, I'm a historian. What do you know about the Forsworn? Nothing. Oh. Okay, you're doing a real good job at being a historian, I guess. So yeah, there's the settlement. We have some sort of elaborate staircase over there. Taking us up to the World Tree, I suppose. Well, let's go to the village. Let's see how wacky these people are. Let's see how silly the inhabitants really, truly are. Hestra's nest discovered. Ooh, I like the pottery. You guys are fancy. Forsworn's findings. Oh, it's a shop. Hello? Anybody here? Oh! That's a bear! What are you doing here? Did you eat the store owner? Oh no, someone bled all over this table. Oh, man. Were they playing the game where you try not to stab your fingers and did someone stab their finger? Either way, there's no one in the store and I'm a little concerned about that. Also about the bear. Is there anyone here? Oh good, there's one person. Hello, you. There's a bear in that store.
Do you smell that, my friend?
Smell what?
The Quicksilver. It's potent here. I can smell the toll. Such a pronounced aroma.
Okay, please don't hurt me.
I would never hurt you, my friend. Just try and sniff. See if you can smell it. Smell the toe.
I'm not smelling your toe, sir. I smell fish?
No, my friend. The toe has a far more pleasant scent. Do not fret. My nose will lead us to the toe.
The toe? Tell me about this toe.
I have heard about a grand toe. The toe of Lorkhan. It is said to be a vein of magical quicksilver bigger than white gold. Yes, it is white silver.
Okay.
I travel to every corner of Hammerfall, finding every deposit of quicksilver there was. None of them had the toe.
No, of course not.
Then I got a scent. It was so pungent, salivating even, hypnotizing. I had to follow the smell. It led me to this valley. The toe is here.
Well, you lead the way to the toe.
I think so too. You are a friend of Stonetush. You do not tell me to shut up about the toe.
Not yet.
Or try to eat my heart.
Also not yet.
Thank you.
You know, it's the day is young. Why haven't you found the toe already?
I think it's deep below. But the Tottery tunnel is dangerous. Too dangerous for me to go. But I'll find it all eventually.
I believe in you. What will you do with all the gold you get from the ore?
Gold? Ugh, disgusting smell. I cannot stand it. Too shiny, too heavy. Breaks too easily.
Breaks?
No, Quicksilver is strong. Sturdy.
Okay.
When I was free, I found many mines, and everyone wanted to give me gold. I gave it all to someone else. Then they built me a large house, but I said, why do I need the house? I need to find a toe, not a place to die.
I can help you find that toe of yours.
You truly wish to help, my friend. Could you be the knight in shiny armor leading me to the Quicksilver? To the toe of a dead god? The Tottery tunnel that the toe is located within is rife with danger. When I first arrived, it had been locked for safety. It's full of tiny trolls.
Oh. Tiny trolls, you say?
Yes, small trolls. Tiny even. Undersized. By many times. Maybe 3? I'm not sure.
Wait, what?
Their tiny size seems to make them angrier than smaller.
You lost me because I was reading the subtitles and listening to you.
The tunnel, then I can sniff my way to the toe, and your name will be etched upon its toenail.
Ugh.
Go see Fenway. He has the key to that rusty gate. The other residents don't trust me with it. I wonder why.
Okay. Voice acting for him, not necessarily great. It sounds like a weird mix of what you would expect from an Argonian and a Khajiit. Not necessarily the best. Bark Shack's house locked. Okay. Well, I need the key to the gate before I do anything else. Oh, obtain the key from Fenway. I assumed Fenway was in the town. Turns out he is not. I'm just gonna check up here in case there's anything. There's not. There's literally nothing. Alright. Hey, let's go see Fenway. Fenway, is that you?
Welcome to Hestra's Nest, traveler.
Oh, thank you.
Most Nords don't respect intellect. I hope you'll find I'm a little different.
You have a strange roommate.
Stonetush? Yes, he is a strange one. Not the type a typical Nord would enjoy hanging around. But a true Nord like myself knows to least tolerate their neighbors, no matter how strange or backwards they may seem.
Strangeness keeps the world spinning.
Whatever keeps you spinning, you should watch yourself around here.
I don't like you now.
Alcohol is not something you should take lightly.
What?
You could tumble headfirst into a trap, or a ditch, or you could barf your innards out. Avoid it.
I never said anything about alcohol. Excuse me? Who are you to judge my life? You sound like you really don't like alcohol.
Was it that obvious? It poisons your stomach, your muscles, and your mind.
I mean, fair, yeah.
No. A true Nord doesn't need that to stay strong and stay warm. A true Nord, like myself, honors my duties.
So what do you drink then? Milk?
Oh, a lot, actually. I take care of the Tottery Tunnel, you see. I keep the mining tools clean and sharp. Then, I deal with that weird lizard that probably has a rock lodged in between his ears. Weird fella, but he doesn't drink, which is good.
Is that why you left Skyrim? Too much alcohol?
Yes, I just couldn't stand what these foul drinks were doing to my kinsmen. Especially after... Never mind.
No, tell me.
Alright, I'll tell. But please, don't go gabbing to the rest of the town.
No, I would never. I am firstborn to Thane Nailknocker of Riften. My father made plans to debut me to the court. I can't say I was excited to meet those snooty nobles. A grand feast, but then they all started drinking this Blackbriar ooze. That's when it turned into debauchery. They forced me to drink it as well. I spat it out all over the table, on my father too, on his brand new silk robes imported from elsewhere, and all over his new wife. Before their minds, slowed by the mead, could process what happened, I stole a horse and left for Hammerfell. Really? They didn't kill you, a horse thief? Your father would have forgiven you. I'm so sorry. That's disgraceful, and you call yourself a true Nord. Your father may have forgiven you. His new wife, I cannot guarantee, would.
Yes, he would have. But there was more to it than just the incident.
Well, you didn't say
But
that.
this wasn't about my father or his wife's dress. This was about that Blackbriar mead. A true Nord doesn't need any alcohol. It's just wrong.
Okay. Tell me that story again. He's like, why must you make me go back to that time? What do you do around here?
I would be working in the Tottery Tunnel, but some creatures have gone and mucked that place up. I stay busy though. The locals seem to appreciate me working. Me and my roommate work down there on a regular day. And despite everything, I am happy to be here. What would a sober paradise be without a little trouble?
I mean, it'd be a paradise without trouble. A sober paradise?
Yes. Only a true Nord like myself can appreciate that, it seems. No drunken brawls in the inn, no one puking onto my tools. Skyrim is a pit of blubbering alcoholics who have long forgotten their ways. A Nord is calm, collected, and firm, not laying drunk in some ditch. But here, there's almost no alcohol. Sure, there's the occasional trader that took a wrong turn somewhere, but they don't stay long.
So I should
These
open a
forsworn
brewery.
usually just grab the traders and all their alcohol and take them away. Serves them right for selling that stuff in the first place.
So I could open an... Oh, I was going to say an alcohol store. I could open a brewery here and I would just be set. You know you can drink without drinking to the point of puking. You can drink and enjoy a drink without being drunk. I need the key to the Tottery Tunnel. I'm clearing it for Stonetush.
Finally, someone willing to help. I have the key here, but before I give it to you, I have a few questions.
Oh no.
Has Stonetush told you about his toe of silver yet?
Excuse you, it's the toe of Lorkhan. I'll have you know, I'm helping him find it.
Ha! That's a fool's errand. Toe of Lorkhan. Ridiculous. You're helping me, a true Nord, by clearing this mine, though. I wish you luck in your endeavor, but may I ask you one small favor?
You can ask, I make no promises.
As you might imagine, a roommate running his forked tongue about some toe non-stop can be off-putting to even the truest Nords.
Oh, I bet.
Once you've cleared the mines, tell him that there is no hope of finding that toe there. It's for the best that he thinks it's elsewhere.
But then he won't stay.
Here's the key. Be on your way now.
He won't be your roommate if you scare him off by saying there's no toe here. And I could not deny you a lifetime with your friend, Stonetush. Everybody needs a little Stonetush in their life, what can I say? Oh, yeah, there's the troll right there. Oh, he does look a little smaller. Not tiny, but a little smaller. Just like Stonetush said. I'm never gonna get tired of that name. Oh, who's this quest for? You know, Stonetush. It just sounds like another way of saying tight ass. Tight ass, Stonetush. You know. Oh, I missed. Also, I love that the name is Small. Instead of Troll, Small. Yeah, the mod has a good sense of humor. Overall, I think the mod, they're having fun with it, which, once again, I like. A letter that smells like troll. To the tunnel overseer, there's something off about this place. It isn't unnerving, but it's certainly confusing. The quicksilver seems to simply regenerate. It's difficult to describe. We had 10 men on one wall and dug out a massive vein of quicksilver. The next day, it was back, as if they had never mined a thing. The other miners don't seem to be too worried. There are also rumblings that it's the finest quicksilver they have ever seen. The scratching is getting louder. Maybe that's the quicksilver regenerating? I'm not sure. Either way, we may have hit pay dirt. See? It is the toe. The toe is here. The toe will be ours. That's a lot of trolls. A lot of smoles, now that I look at how many are just on the compass. Just 2 more smoles, and then we should be clear. You know what other mod this reminds me of? In some ways, just with the sense of humor and the fact that it's not taking itself super seriously. It reminds me a little bit of QX's Questorium, which I played forever ago, and unfortunately it's no longer available. I had mixed feelings about QX's Questorium, but there were some things in it that were very well done. There were some moments, some characters, some stories, some quests that were really, really fun. But this reminds me of QX's Questorium's sense of humor, which was one thing that I did like about the mod overall. Hello? Well, you were not in here before. I came through here. You were not here. Weird old man.
The Great Sniffer. Is it you? Have the prophecies come true?
Alright, I dropped the line of crazy old prophets. I'm leaving. The Great Sniffer? Is it me? No. It's Stonetush. He's the Sniffer.
The one who will usher in a new age. The Sniffer. Who shall take the Reach and paint the mountains silver. The Sniffer, who shall unearth white silver and forge a new empire.
And all shall know his name. Stonetush. Oh, wait, the toe is real?
The voices have yet to mislead. They are also very persistent. The small ones have told me of your arrival.
Oh, I killed them.
They have told me, and so I've waited. Yes, I've waited for you, oh, great Sniffer.
Oh, I'm flattered, but it's not me. I'm not the Sniffer. I am the Sniffer.
The prophecies have come true. Cyrodiil, nay Tamriel shall quake. Use the toe to unearth the white silver. With it, no one will stand a chance. Yes, Lorkhan shall be reborn, and his godly light shall engulf the world.
Show me that toe. Good, so what exactly do you want me to do?
The Sniffer shall unearth white silver.
Yeah.
Do what the Sniffer should do. Dig or unearth or...
Sniff?
Only the Sniffer knows what the Sniffer ought to do. You are not the Sniffer. You... No. You're worse.
Oh.
Liar! Traitor! You are not who I was waiting for!
But I want a sniff! I can have a Stonetush too! Oh. I'm sorry, weird old man. I'm sorry. Oh. Wow, a lot of ore. Alright. I will tell Stonetush. This is his destiny. He is destined to lead us into the new age, and all shall know his name. Stonetush. Would I deny a man his true destiny? Sometimes yes. Today, no. Hey, Tushy. That's my nickname for you now.
You should meet my horse sometime.
So why the name Stonetush?
Owners gave it to me because I only sit on rocks. Nothing else was comfortable. The cool solid surface so pleasant.
Are you okay?
The Quicksilver here is raw and yearning to meet my pickaxe. You should see the veins, the way they glimmer in the lantern light. The smell lingers throughout the valley. Each breath I take is a gift from the divines. I am more than okay, my friend. More than okay.
About the Toe of Lorkhan.
Tell me, did you find white silver?
There's a big vein of Quicksilver ore and a guy who guarded it.
The voices spoke true. The big toe of Lorkhan himself. After all this time, I have found it. I must go to it. Yes. I must dig, and I must sniff the Quicksilver. Yes, I must go. Take this. Now I must go. There is much to do, much to sniff.
That's the spirit, buddy. That's the spirit. Oh, Lorkhan's pickaxe. Slain enemies seem to always carry around some ore with them. Oh, I like that. Wait a second, and 28 damage too. Wow. Alright, not too shabby. Well, how are things going?
Oh, my friend, you cannot even fathom how great this is. This is truly better than that Sovngar place Fenway keeps bragging about. There's so much Quicksilver, just smell it. The air is dancing with aroma.
Alright.
Swing well, my friend.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I want a scenario where if you wait enough time, you just see him walking around in the fanciest clothes, which he even said he doesn't need clothes or anything, but still, if he's gonna be Emperor, he needs to look the part.